Khalif Kairo, once hailed as a self-made Kenyan entrepreneur, clawed his way from the gritty streets of Kawangware to become a titan in Nairobi's car dealership scene. His journey seemed like the epitome of every Kenyan youth's dream, from meticulously curated social media posts, cruising in a Porsche Cayenne, catching flights, and flaunting his success alongside Instagram models. And for the haters, he had just one word for them: brokies. But the pedestal Kairo built for himself came crashing down, revealing not a story of entrepreneurial triumph but one of vanity and deceit. His downfall was as spectacular as his rise. After years of mocking those who couldn't afford luxury, he now found himself in a starkly different position, unable to raise cash bail. He disclosed in court that he only had about 61,000 Kenyan shillings in his bank account, a sharp contrast to his previous boasts where he claimed his business was worth over 1 billion Kenyan shillings just a few months prior.
I don't know how much that company is worth.
Roughly, just roughly, Kairo. Roughly.
No, I'd probably say of over 1 billion.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Billionaire this age.
Unawapelekana na Joho. Unasumana na Mudavadi.
The same Kenyans he once belittled reveled in his much-awaited downfall, eagerly resurfacing his old, condescending tweets which were once seen as bravado, but now a haunting reminder of his arrogance. As his troubles mounted, even his immediate girlfriend, Wavinya, swiftly moved on, erasing all traces of their relationship from the internet and stepping into the arms of another man. With his empire crumbling under the weight of his own hubris and mismanagement, some users speculated that perhaps his next venture should be in the beast games where cunning and survival are the only currencies. Here is a look into the meteoric rise and dramatic fall of Khalif Kairo, the shrewd businessman whose story serves as a cautionary tale of what happens when success is built on a foundation of vanity rather than integrity. Khalif Kairo was born as Joseph Kairo Wambui in Ambasili, a neighborhood within Kawangware in Nairobi County, and was raised by his mother, who owned a humble kiosk where she diligently sold essential goods within their local vicinity. After his primary school education, Kairo completed his high school education at Kohuho Uhuru High School in 2014, and he didn't merely rely on his academic achievements alone, but instead had a big vision to make it big in the car business. Cultivating on his passion for cars, Kairo jumped into the car trade as a broker, connecting buyers and sellers whilst also learning the game and slowly building trust. That's when he founded Imports by Kairo as his first major venture. Leveraging on social media to build a brand around his personal image, he portrayed himself as a rags-to-riches icon. His early success was marked by a flair for marketing, drawing on a narrative to sell his cars.
By the way, watu wanataka gari compact, wanataka gari ya kwanza maisha. I get this question a lot of times. Niko na budget ya 500-600,000. Which car can I buy?
With flashy marketing, luxury car listings, and social media storytelling, Kairo was making waves on the internet. However, this success came with strings attached. He was in reality just a face for a business with silent partners pulling the strings from behind the scenes, and it was not long before cracks began to show, and with internal wrangles rocking the company, he was forced out of Imports by Kairo. Although this was a major setback, losing control of the company, Kairo had sold not just cars but his very name, and from the ashes, Kairo rose again, bouncing back with a new venture, Kai and Kairo. Like a phoenix, he rose from the ashes, rebuilding his business empire into something even more enviable. His ambitions not limited, Kairo expanded into the aviation industry, launching Jetman Global, which dealt with aircraft leasing and consultancy, and the transformation was definitely undeniable. His personal brand was built on ostentatious displays of wealth, with flashy trips abroad, luxury cars, and a lifestyle that screamed excess. Although some argue that this image was not just about business, it was about feeding his ego, making him a magnet for attention which would untimely lay the groundwork for his downfall. At first, the warning signs were subtle. Kairo was reported to be trying to sell accident-damaged vehicles, like the incident with the Ford Mustang from the UK, which was found to be salvage category after social media users investigated its history. This was compounded by delayed deliveries, missing logbooks, and dissatisfied customers voicing their frustrations. For a while, Kairo dismissed the criticism as hate from brokies who couldn't stand to see a young Kenyan making moves. However, as complaints mounted, so did the scrutiny. Allegations of financial mismanagement and undelivered cars surfaced, with one client losing 2.2 million Kenyan shillings for a BMW X1 that was never delivered, despite full payment being made into Kairo's KCB account. In yet another distressing incident, a client who had fully paid for a 2014 Volvo V40 had his vehicle repossessed due to an existing loan that Kairo had failed to settle despite assurances that the debt was cleared. This added to the growing list of grievances against Kairo, and soon more complaints like this emerged, and Kairo, who had been previously arrested over similar allegations where he had been accused of failing to deliver high-end vehicles after receiving payment, found courts to be his new home. What had once been a brand built on trust and aspiration now faced serious credibility issues. When accusations turned into lawsuits and frustrated clients took their grievances public, the damage was irreversible. Kairo was accused of taking payments for cars he never delivered, leading to multiple arrests on fraud charges. His flamboyant lifestyle funded by client money was exposed as he failed to meet obligations, leaving customers in the lurch. The same online platforms that once amplified Kairo's success now documented his fall in real time. He was no longer the inspiring young mogul, he was the businessman who defrauded clients by using their money to impress. His character also came under intense scrutiny, with many posts and threads on X dedicated to highlighting his arrogance, with some accusing him of using client money for personal extravagance, from lavish vacations to buying gifts for social media influencers. As his legal troubles continued into 2025, with arrests and repossession issues, Kairo's image was painted as a man whose business acumen was overshadowed by greed and incompetence. And then, as refunds were demanded, his appeals for financial help.
And now, we are going to open our company to any investor. Any person who wants to invest in kaiandkaro.com can now do it. You will not be investing in a Kenyan company. You will be investing in a company in the US, regulated by American laws, regulated by American, operating under the American system, with a global approach.
Through crowdfunding were also thwarted due to legal issues, with many users pointing it to be a money laundry process. Hence he resorted to asking for donations through a Playbill, which many Kenyans saw as reeking of desperation, and many Kenyans were quick to remind him of when he said a man should not beg. Is this the end of Kairo, or just a temporary setback, as he puts it?
So I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to shut down. And I know that nobody who ever trusted my company is going to lose a single cent.
Some argue that Kairo's downfall is a cautionary tale of when personal vanity is mistaken for business strategy. Although we do not know what the future holds, Kairo's story will remain among the most talked about rises and falls in Kenya's entrepreneurial landscape.
All the time, ako kwa ndege.
Work hard. I'm in America. I'm a pilot.
You guy, Joe. Mi niko hapo, niko like, hey, I'm working hard. Data silali. Niko na insomnia. Jo nalala saa 5. Usingizi, yenyewe ni na loss. Siamki.
What do you guys think about Khalif Kairo's story? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video.